Hello, people of the interweb. So, today we're going to talk about episode 9, Fire in the Sky. I'm not going to be very funny about it because it is a serious issue that is addressed in this particular episode, and I will tell you about it when the time comes. But let's start. So, mind you, I also want to bring up the attention that on YouTube, if you watch Transformers Generation 1 on YouTube, the glitches have been fixed. I don't know if this is on the DVD player, and that's what they did, but the mistakes have been fixed. Now, on Netflix, mind you, a website that you pay for, the mistakes have not been fixed. So if you watch it on please Netflix, don't change it, because I love the glitches, and I wouldn't be able to do this if I didn't have the glitches. And some of these glitches are just you wait. So first we'll start off with, isn't Trailbreaker black? Because there's one shot in there where he's red. So they're going in there, you know, the Decepticons are going to get some steel. Trailbreaker and some other guy are going to fight them, and for a moment he is red and then he is back to black. So that's a coloration situation. Then you've got, oh, and also in the YouTube version, you've got the commercial segues. Transformers will be back after these short messages. But on Netflix, you don't. Which I actually kind of miss. I think that they should have left that on. So then, this is one of the few episodes where Starscream actually shows chest rockets. Like, his chest pops open and rockets come out. I don't think I ever saw that ever again. And I think it was a very amazing weapon that we didn't know Starscream had. Then there's a joke, hexagonal nuts. Why don't you just say nuts, dude? But they do know the word geeky. They do, the robots do know the word geeky. So, and then you're in the base of the Autobots, and they're figuring out that there's something going on. Why do they need this steel? What's going on? And isn't the screen broken? Like, when they're isn't there like two screens have giant cracks on them, and then they turn around and the screen's working. Mind you, there's other screen mistakes that you'll see from Teletran 1. So that's one of the mistakes that happens. Then they talk about the Incan legend. Is it true that the energy comes from the core of the earth? It is true. But that's just a secret. Don't tell anybody. And then again with the kryptonite. What is Transformers' obsession with kryptonite? Like, is there a green crystal? I mean, I think there's jade. Is there a green quartz looking crystal? I'm not sure. Please let me know. And did you know this? Oh, okay. So Teletran 1 is out there, and he figures out that the Decepticons are doing this whole thing. So he's doing video footage of Megatron, and Megatron finds out. So Megatron uses his new laser that he's created with this metal that was stolen, and he shoots down Teletran 1. So the Autobots are in their base, and they see a giant flash of light, right? And then they see Peru again through the screen. So my question is, did they have two cameras? What's the situation there? Because I'm a little confused with what happened there. And by the way, all Peruvians speak English. It's our national language. You know, it's just, you know, especially when robots come over, we all speak English. Just, you know, and then we all talk like this. Oh my gosh. Oh yes, what's going to happen? Who are these robots that are attacking us? Oh no. And I thought Skyfire was dead. I thought they did this whole really sad thing, you know, Skyfire's never coming back. No, he was Walt Disney's. He was Walt Disneyed, which means he was frozen, and then he was thawed out. And then when they thaw him out, they tell him, dude, get to work. Can you transform? Yes. Okay, go fly, pick up some people. There's no healing, there's no like downtime. That's how the Transformers roll. And then Megatron is fighting with the Autobots again, and then that guy, I think Brawn, I think that's his name, and he calls him a midget. Mind you, this is before the word midget was not a good word to use. So then again, Optimus Prime, John Wayne, something going on there. And then that girl, they just say, "Oh my gosh, what's going on with you? Okay? Oh no, the crystal of power. They're gonna take it and they're gonna build the tower. Oh my gosh, and the Incan ruins." Because we all talk like that. I'm from Peru, by the way. So this episode, I was like, "Oh my gosh, they have an episode in Peru. That's awesome." So then there's a shot where Megatron is sitting and he's flying. So it's like, "Hey, let's go! Come on, we're gonna get you." It's like, okay, I guess that's how you fly now. So the seriousness of this particular episode is that there's a part where Megatron shoots down a mountain and there's a landslide, and the landslide starts coming down in the Andes, basically. And I don't remember, but in the 70s, there was a giant earthquake, an 8.0 earthquake that hit Peru and basically decimated Ancash and Ugai, and 66,000 people died. Now, this Transformers episode was made after the tragedy that happened, so I'm wondering whether they're maybe, relating to the tragedy. Are they what's the situation with this particular thing? This is literally like an entire town was completely covered by a landslide that moved, what was it, 280 kilometers per hour, and it just decimated an entire town. So this, when I watched this episode again, I started thinking, is there a link here? Because it did bring that to my mind. So, but look it up, on the wikis or the internet to find out. And then again, back to the thing. So Skyfire, was he just purple for a couple minutes? Was he just purple? And then mind you, this laser, it can blast a mountain, but when it blasts Ironhide, nothing really happens. He gets shot and okay, he just keeps moving. So that, I thought that to be kind of interesting. So then in the end, of course the Autobots win. They kick the guys, and then Thundercracker's kind of like rubbing it into Starscream and Megatron, and then Starscream says, "I've got a headache." Does he have to make that thundercrack noise? Because I've got a headache. And the way he says it, this is a quiz for you. Who says, "You're giving me a headache"? It's not a cartoon. It's a show. It's a kids show from the 90s, 80s. Can you figure it out? 5 people. Okay. And then the closing joke was that the Peruvian girl who speaks English fluently, she's going to introduce Bumblebee to Juanita, who is what is she? I forget what kind of car she is. And Bumblebee's like, "Aw, shucks." So that's the episode 10. Nothing really amazing. Other than that, I'm gonna start throwing out some facts about the relation of Transformers into real life, even though they're not. Or are they? Okay, bye.